Hey, what's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Want to jump in real quick. I know we got a lot of new baby apes in here. Uh, New retail investors that have recently jumped into AMC alongside with all of us other millions of hodlers. Um, so, want to go over a couple basic things, and it's good to refresh your knowledge too if you've been in here for a minute. Um, if this thing is manipulated like I think it's manipulated, which I have no factual evidence that it is manipulated, I don't think the price is accurate. I think shares are taken, hidden in the dark pool, not taken to the lit exchange, to the New York Stock Exchange. So therefore, the price isn't going up. They're only, the people controlling the dark pool, in my opinion, are only sending in sell orders. They might slip in a couple buy orders here and there when they want it to run. That's just my opinion. Could I be wrong? Definitely. But so with AMC, we do believe, and I do believe, and a lot of people do believe that it has the potential to have a giant MOAS, which stands for Mother of All Short Squeezes, in case you don't know. And I know a lot of you guys have been here for a minute and you're looking at me like, what are you talking about? There is a lot of new investors. I know personally about 5 people, and I live in a small area, that are new investors that have kind of gotten into this thing. So, a couple little things to know, I think, that could benefit you. And like I said, this is not advice. This is what I'm doing. So take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to accept it. You can, whatever. But with your shares, I would advise, for me personally, I'm buying shares in brokers that I believe are not going to send it to a dark pool. If you look back in history, Robinhood has had some shaky history. So a lot of people have gone with Fidelity. Now Fidelity's in a little bit of... So do your own research on your brokers. Figure out who you want to be your broker. If it is Robinhood and that's you choose, then whatever. That's your choice. But ever since the GameStop taking away the buy button thing, it's definitely left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. I jumped in without even knowing about that in Robinhood. Beforehand, I wound up getting out just because it just didn't feel right. But you can do whoever you want, choose whoever you want your broker. But I will say, definitely screenshot your shares. It's actually even better to screen record if you can. Record, go through your phone, open your app, and record your shares, just in case. If this thing is manipulated and they're doing what I think they're doing, then who's to say that they can't make your shares vanish, and then you're gonna go, whoa, where's it at? And I'm not trying to spread FUD. Very, very, very unlikely that happens. But it is good to have some sort of record besides obviously emails and shit like that. But screen record, screenshot your shares. Keep track of what you have, especially if you have different brokers. Keep track of everything. Know exactly how many shares you have. Screen record, screenshots. And if possible, it's best not to have partial shares or like 1.642. At some point or another, they can pay out the full share and vaporize those other ones, or they'll just send you back the original amount, whatever. I don't know what will happen with them, but it is best to keep full shares. So 1 share, 2 share, 3 share. In the beginning, I was buying like 0.5, 0.3, 0.2. And I have done that still, bought a 0.5 one day and then a 0.5 the next day. But it's really best just to keep it in, single shares. So if you have 100 shares, it's better than 100.244. But whatever, just my opinion. Also, it's good to have a set sell price, a target price. If you think this thing's going to go to $1,000, I'm not saying to set a sell price on your actual broker app unless you're not going to be around. But have an idea where you're going to be. You don't want to just kind of be like, oh, maybe here, maybe now. Do the math. Say how many shares you have, add it up, multiply it by the amount you want to reach, and then by then you'll know, hey, I want to sell. I want to have this much money out of the stock, or if it takes this much to make $1 million, this is what I want to sell at, or 100,000 or $50, whatever it is. Have some sort of a idea. Don't go in blindly, just push and sell and you know. And another thing, you're gonna see rips and dips. Don't panic sell. In my opinion, that's just for me personally. I'm talking to myself really with this video. Don't panic sell, because panic selling, it's no good. I just did it the other day. I couldn't get my Bitcoin. So for personal experience, I couldn't get my Bitcoins out into a wallet. So I decided I would just sell everything I had in. I have more than one app, one broker for Bitcoin. I'll just point that out. But my smallest one was in Cash App. I wanted them out of the Cash App. I didn't feel right about it being in Cash App. I want them in my one wallet. So it wouldn't let me, so I just sold them. I sold them at like 50, almost, I think it was like 49.8 when the coins were at that. And I only pulled out like a few $100. But the next day it's going up and it's probably still going to rip. So those are the things you don't do. Do as I say, not as I do. You know what I mean? So it's best to have some sort of a plan going in. Also, just be aware that there's going to be FUD. Don't fall into the. Do your own research. Do your own DD. If you don't have conviction in the play and belief in the play, you're going to sell. You're going to panic sell. So make sure you have your own conviction, your own belief system in it. And, you know, if you do believe this is something that's going to make a lot of people money or make yourself a lot of money, keep doing your DD. Don't stop doing DD. There's Reddit boards are very good. Our AMC stock or our Wall Street bets, things like that, give a lot of good information. They give you a lot of places to lead into. You can look up. Just start searching, doing your own DD. If you don't have any idea of what you're buying into, it's usually not a good idea. So have an idea. Know that this community now is split between people that hate the CEO and think the CEO is part of the corruption, and then another half that don't really believe that. And there's probably actually three sides to this. There's people that think the CEO and board are corrupt, people that don't think that, and people that impartial. So don't get caught up in the negative energy and drain yourself in that. So do your own DD. You can make your own, form your own opinions. Screen record your shares. Keep track of what you have in each broker. Try not to have partial shares if possible. Have a set sell price range idea of where you're going to be at, and don't panic sell, because there is going to be some crazy drops. And don't get overly excited when everyone's hyping it, like, oh, this thing's going to the moon, it's going to happen. You got to be calm, cool, collected through this whole process. You can't let your emotions get involved. Trade with instinct, not emotion. Don't confuse the two. Have a good day. Be blessed, and let's get rich soon. Peace.